JLR and them are lying, Doug. I think they're a bunch of freaking liars, Douglas. All right, we're driving around a little bit more, Doug, while we search for Nancy. If the rain stops, we can boots on the ground, Doug. My lights are on, right? I feel like, why is it so dark? Oh my God, this is freaking me out, dude. Okay, they are on. Oh my God, that scared me, Doug. I can't see in the rain. Doug, this is exactly why we did not go to Nancy's house right now. Or SWAT, where everybody's chilling. Where everybody is straight chilling.
He's a lot younger than I am, so I'm not sure I can keep up with him anymore, but I try my best. That's for sure. But it was actually funny. He was wearing a T-shirt. I was like, did you put a medium on? What happened?
What about Nancy, though?
I couldn't get my shirt. I said, no, it's fine. We show the guns off here, but come on.
Can we get a Nancy
Next hour, that's going to happen.
update?
If you're on the phone lines, you can stay there. We're going to do Free Speech Friday. 2 more hours. Keep it here.
Free Speech Friday. All right, we're putting this in the preset, though, real quick. We're putting this in the preset number 1. There we go.
And they try to frighten you into calling.
Yeah, we're going to do this.
Today for a free consultation.
No, I don't want a consultation. I don't want to consult. Doug, how sick would it be if we had our ham radio with the scanner right now? This sucks, Doug. I don't want any more ads.
Visit our website. Hoosier.
Another ad. Man, this is why everybody hates radio now.
Rick at thericksmithshow.com. Miss any portion of the program, make sure you grab the podcast. Wherever you get your favorite podcast, you'll find ours. And as always, thanks so much for being here. We'll see you back here next time.
So it's over? Oh, we just came back in the spot where we lost connection, Doug. I don't know why YouTube's doing that. Okay, who's next? Oh God, and another ad. I mean commercial. I forgot they're called commercials here. We're trying to find anyone talking about Nancy. There was a guy talking about Nancy, but he left. Or no, he didn't leave. He's still on air, but he was talking about something else. And it's like, we don't want nothing else. We want Nancy. Oh God. Jesus, now it's like. And I broke my ham radio somehow. I fricked it up. I don't know what I did, who I did it to, but it ain't working. I want to put the scanner on.
She says this new bureau and the LA Homelessness Services Authority still won't have enough reform.
We're sustaining.
The game changer.
I don't know what that's
Hard
about.
to learn, but
For more information, visit Dr. Johnson.
Sorry. Oh, it's getting really annoying now.
If you would like to hear this or any other teachings by Pastor Eric, please find our website.
Pastor. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. All right, let's put this back. What? I thought I preset it.
Coast Guard.
Nothing will change before at least Tuesday, as members of the House and the Senate have mostly left Washington for the holiday. Airport screening could be affected if the shutdown drags on.
What's for
where we find our
Valentine's Day? They're calling a holiday weekend? What are you talking about?
Next on Monday, and Lindsey Vaughn shared her first on-camera update since the crash that resulted.
What about Nancy, you guys? Isn't this... Oh, TMZ says they received another letter connected to the Nancy Guthrie. Yeah, I posted on my channel. If anyone's interested in hearing TMZ's third ransom they received, it's like, give it a rest, guys. Right? I don't know. I feel like they're milking this, which is like kind of messed up, you know? You know what I'm saying?
None of the investigation say law enforcement officials reviewed video at this Walmart location in Tucson.
I know they identified the bag. I know that they've identified it as coming from a Walmart facility. But from there, I mean, you've got a lot of Walmarts.
Nanos tells us his team has processed fingerprints and DNA evidence and sent them to a laboratory.
Tomorrow marks 8 years since the gun massacre at Florida's Marjorie Stoneman Douglas High School in Parkland. 14 students and 3 adults were killed. The Broward County...
That was it about Nancy? All they said is that Sheriff's Department released the footage. We knew that. We have that footage on my channel. And then they said they located that the backpack was sold from a Walmart, but there's a lot of Walmarts in Tucson. Well, I could have told you that, Sheriff, what's his name? Nanos? People are really hating on that guy. All right, we need to find somewhere to loop around and get out of this person's way.
Join Adriana Diaz and Kelly O'Grady for the perfect start to your weekend.
They're riding my ass, dude. Okay. Finally. They're off my ass now. Local news is like not cut. Like apparently there's big updates right now. SWAT and bomb squad and all these people are out and about looking for Nancy. But our local news does not care. That's why you can't listen to the news, dude. There are all these boots on the ground journalists looking for Nancy. No, really, there are though. Doug, where are we? I have no idea. We are also looking for Nancy. No, I was gonna go to, like, they released, not the law enforcement, but YouTubers released an address that's like not connected to anything, I don't think. Oh, that's how. These mother effers, dude. They were listening to the scanner and an address with SWAT. Actually, I think someone got detained, somebody said, but I don't, dude, you can't trust people with this case. I'm just like driving in alleys and shit, going over curbs. I just went over a curb. Look at this flooding. Everything's flooded. Oh, we got some crackheads. We got a crackhead at 1 o'clock. That was rude. I should not have said that. I don't even know if she is. Oh, there's some though. Look at them all. I don't know if you can see through the rain. Look at all these crackheads, dude. And they're not allowed to be there. Yet they are. In case y'all didn't know, the law pertains to every single person in the city of Tucson except crackheads. In case you were wondering, the law does not pertain to crackheads. They do not have to follow the law. All of us normal everyday folk, we have to follow the law. Them motherfuckers, though. And I'm not talking about the unhoused, by the way. The unhoused are not sitting in this rain right now. They are with a roof over their head in the many, 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 many shelters that we have in the city of Tucson, where we treat our homeless very well. All right. We're getting behind this bus. Bus, I'm following. Oh. Somebody was just brought with a stretcher inside. Could it be Nancy? Could Nancy be on this bus? Doug, I told you we have to find Nancy. Why have we not found Nancy? So anyhow, and abide by our community guidelines. Yeah, you know who doesn't abide by the...
Really glad to have you along for the ride. We do still have people holding on the line, but we do have an open line if you want to jump in.
Are you going to talk about Nancy?
What's happening this week? We have been certainly all over the Nancy Guthrie missing persons
There we
case.
go.
And we've had some big-time investigators on, the FBI. We've had former sheriffs and so on. We're going to keep on doing that, keep on staying on top of it. There just wasn't anything new today. We were thinking about bringing somebody on with that. There just wasn't anything new. So why bring you 10 or 15 or 20 minutes with somebody who's just going to say, yeah, there's not really anything new. The one big deal was that they found the glove or gloves. Not really sure whether it's glove or gloves. No, they have at least one of them. Reports yesterday where they found the second glove inside the house. That report has been denied by Sheriff Nanos in Pima County, Arizona. I know that Nancy Guthrie needs to be found now. I know that her family needs to find some sort of a resolution to this because I can't even imagine. I mean, 13, 14 days, something like that now, or 12 days now. It's absolutely outrageous.
It is.
And it makes you wonder because when I was a kid, and I've mentioned this before in the show, but I'll mention it again. I remember like losing a toy or losing, I don't know, I had a quarter that somebody gave me. My father or my uncle or somebody gave me a quarter and I lost it. I remember thinking to myself, I can find it because, they could find it.
Look at these roads.
And you're like, who? They. And the imaginary they was, there's some government agency that can take care of anything, anytime, in 2 seconds, and they'll be able to find it.
Yes.
You know what I mean, Sam?
100%. I think we all thought that at some point.
They can find it. There are people out there. The team can find it. Well, you down with that? Do you ever have the they moment? Oh, I'm sure it can be found. They could find it.
I used to think that.
What, 12 days later, you can't find an 84-year-old lady in Arizona?
Yeah, I mean, like I said, you see all these movies and all these little things that they use and that they can whatever, and then you see it in real life, and it's pretty disappointing.
Yeah.
It's like technology sucks, seems like, I guess.
I mean, it's really bad. Gabby, you down with that? If they can find anything?
My they was my mom.
That's right, Mom. Well, we should ask your mother then. Maybe she knows where Nancy Guthrie is. That'd be good. Listen, I always thought there was some, like Polo said, technology, some government agency, some department of somebody that could go and find, or, my wife and Gabby's mother, go and find, there was somebody who could find it.
But if you think about it, look at how nowadays they can't even find, like, the stuff with the voting. Or they can't. Or, like, the Epstein stuff. They say that they have it, but who knows? So, I mean...
He's got a point.
It's reality sucks, I guess.
No, well, it does, because you're right. In an hour and a half or 2 hours in a movie, they will find somebody who is told in the most intricate situation where you've got nothing to go on. And by an hour and 30 minutes, hour and 45 minutes, they got him, they found him, and the bad guy's dead.
Look at these roads, dude.
With this one, I'm like, well, what are we doing? You really can't find anybody. You can't find this lady who was dropped off a few hours earlier by her family. You have the video of the guy in the camera.
Yeah.
You got another video of a guy who had a similar backpack that they were showing yesterday, or a picture, and sort of a description vehicle. You had some guy pulled over Rio Rico, and it turns out he's a delivery driver, and they let him go. But you really don't have anything? That's it?
I mean, you would think about it. Like, they've said that she has heart problems, right? So she has medication. They said they didn't take any medication.
It makes me hopeful that they don't actually have fake facial recognition and technology like that.
Their, like, medication or whatever.
You know what the answer to that has been, Polo? And it's a good question. The answer to that has been, no, the answer has been, well, we're not that far from the border, and you can get that stuff over the counter in Mexico. They keep on holding out hope that she's being held hostage in Mexico, and they can get her heart medicine there.
That's what I'm hoping.
Well, then maybe they need to shut the border.
Well, I mean, it's not even about shutting the border. I mean, go to the local Mexican pharmacies. We have a relationship with that country. And find out, is anybody getting this medication? If so, when did they get it? How many pills? And do we really know that they didn't take her pills? I know that the prescription bottle was still there. Did they take a few pills for a few days? Who knows? Is there a pacemaker going to be going haywire? I mean, we don't know anything about anything. That's the craziest thing to me. 2 days ago, we saw that video. We thought that was it. Not only do we have the video, they have a guy. And they raided his house. Boom, got the guy.
Yeah.
Not the guy. And
insane.
And we're going, really? We suck this bad in this day and age?
Literally.
We can go to Venezuela and shut the country down for 2 hours, steal the president and his wife, get them on a U.S. cargo ship or a USS carrier, and have them on the way to the United States in hours. and not lose one American life, we can't find 84-year-old Nancy Guthrie. I don't get it.
I am so with
him. I watched that show Tracker on CBS.
I've never seen it.
Oh God. Oh God. Oh God.
So like, have people look at phone records and towers and all this other stuff, and by the end of the episode, you know, they've caught the guy, they've done all this other stuff, and it's like, go get that guy then. You're making it seem like you can't do anything. It's like,
I mean, it seems, they seem completely, and then yesterday, we hear this stupid report, and who knows if it's true or not, it's an unnamed source, that the Pima County Sheriff is not working well with the FBI. Why?
Yeah.
I mean, that doesn't make any sense.
That's another
The FBI had to ask to get added to the case because maybe the Guthries contacted them. I know that President Trump talked to Savannah Guthrie early on. I mean, what are we doing?
What are we doing?
Just find her now.
Seriously.
Get some sort of a resolution. Give me something. Yeah, it took them 11 days to find a glove on the side of the road, not far from where she lives. Really?
Insane.
I mean, are you canvassing the area or not?
Because we just got that video recently. Obviously, the FBI and Pima County Sheriff has had that video since day one.
Because one would assume,
or apparently
if you want to find this lady,
they had to
you would
fight
fill us in
Google
on
for
everything
her.
you possibly
I find
can,
that total bullshit.
especially those in the Tucson area, to keep their eyes and ears open for everything. And they're just either they're holding it very close to the vest, or they don't know anything. And it really does blow my mind. It really does. 833-JOE-PAGS, 833-563-7247.
Thanks, Joe.
JoePags.com. Definitely want to hear your thoughts on whatever's on your mind this week. Got a lot going on. So we were focused on Nancy Guthrie. Absolutely. Been focused on ICE. Absolutely. We had hearings 2 days in a row. One with the officials from DHS and ICE. The other one with officials from Minnesota. That was yesterday. We're going to talk to Mark Wade Mullen about Keith Ellison coming up as well, along with the impending government shutdown's going to happen tonight over DHS. The whole thing is a mess, but we've been trying to...
No problem. Stay dry out there.
Nancy Guthrie. That said...
She said thank you.
There's still a war going on in
I'm still in
Ukraine,
reverse.
Between Ukraine and Russia. Still a war going on.
I had to get out of her way. She's walking in the rain. She was like so surprised that I moved. It's like, what do you mean? I'm in a freaking car.
Zelensky needs to do something.
It's cold. It's 53 degrees out there.
Saying that Russia's ready to do some sort of a deal.
Okay. We'll see if he talks about Nancy Guthrie again. It took him so long to... I love this guy. His name's Joe something. Joe Schmo. I don't know his... AM rate... What the... That scared the shit out of me, dude. Let's see.
To move on the deal. President Trump told reporters...
Is he going to take calls? He gave the nut. Maybe nobody's calling. Dude, if I had an open line right now, I would call. I would call so fast. I need to get like a... I need like a separate... I do have a separate phone. Here's the problem. If you're driving and streaming, you have to have a, what's Elon Musk's called? A Starlink. You have to have a Starlink to stream and drive. Because I have a hotspot, but I think it's just like one spot. I don't think you could like...
The largest ammunition storage hub.
I guess you could turn your phone into a hotspot, and then I could use my other devices, but I don't have a lot of hope that it would work very good.
Nothing to see here. And Trump said he's going to end it before he even took office. Well, I'm sure he wanted to.
All right, we don't want to hear about Trump unless it has to do with Nancy Guthrie. Anyways, I totally agree with everything he's saying. It's like, supposedly we have insane law enforcement and FBI and government, especially like technology. There's all these conspiracies that the US government or technology has gotten so advanced. My dad even said, he's like, I think it's total bullshit because the AI is so dumb. And I was like, nah, they have it hidden from us. If they really didn't, or maybe they don't want to find Nancy, would there be motive to not, for the FBI and Pima County Sheriff to not find Nancy? I guess it's bringing a lot of eyes to Tucson. Do they want Tucson to be famous? It kind of is right now, honestly. And it's weird. It's weird being in the city hate when people do that. It's like there's not a car for miles. Why do you have to do that? I don't understand. Anywho, hold on, let's see if he...
Ukraine doesn't make concessions, this never ends. And by the way, if you go back through it historically, Ukraine and that land were...
Ukraine. We don't want to hear about Ukraine. I'm turning here to get away from this car. I don't like when people are behind me here, dude. People do not know how to drive. Now you go around me? Well, why were you behind me in the first place, dude? I was trying to get away from you the whole time. Joe Schmo, if anyone knows that guy's name, I feel like, is anyone local to Tucson in here right now? I feel like people watching this stuff are not local. Doug, we need our local. Even our local news is like slacking on this. The news stations sitting outside Nancy's house, number one, are like live streaming YouTubers and stuff. And like ABC, CNN, like big conglomerates that are not local. Like, where's KOLD? You got a freaking, or K-Gun 9 on your side. You got a freaking ransom and you're not live outside Nancy's house. Actually, I think I don't think they've been live, but they have been outside Nancy's house, I'm pretty sure. If I'm not mistaken.
You do it. INCOGNI.
Incogni, was that a freaking ad? It is. I don't want to hear your ads, Joe. Get back to the topic. Nancy Guthrie, where is she? The question on everybody's mind. Where is Nancy? How do y'all feel about watching someone drive? Is it calming? Me, as if I'm calming, or if I would ever be calming. Here, should we go this way, Doug? No, you know what? No, we're not. We're not. We're just not. All right, these are ads. So, anywho, I do feel like this really proved. So there's two options here. There's only two things can exist about this. Either our government and law enforcement really doesn't have good technology. Like, their technology sucks. Or they purposely do not want to find Nancy. And what would be the motive for that? Like, I'm kind of leaning towards that theory. Because, dude, technology is getting so insane. Even just for normal, everyday citizens and people. You're telling me our government doesn't have insane shit that we don't have access to? They have to. Like, there's all this stuff about facial recognition, and can't they... Does a mask really just completely undo all facial recognition abilities? Yeah, I don't know, man. It's like crazy murders have been solved with no... I mean, even Brian Koberger, that Idaho thing. They like tracked his garbage and stuff, you know? Pima County, or I don't know if it was the FBI, that the other day they kicked that dude's door in. They broke their door down. And then it wasn't even the guy, apparently. Like, I still am having a hard time believing it was not the guy. Because they seized the entire family's phones, devices, the husband, the mother, the brother, the sister, like literally the whole family, the wife. And then they just let him go and said he's not the guy at all. I'm so confused by it. This whole thing, I'm so confused. I just do not understand it. So before you go kicking people's doors in, wouldn't you track his garbage and shit they did with Brian Koberger? Because didn't they pull him over on accident too? There's body camera footage of Brian Koberger, the guy who murdered those 4 college kids. there's footage of him on a traffic stop, but he wasn't arrested then. I feel like it was completely unrelated to the case. So they weren't even, I don't know, man. It's just all very weird. Let's see if Joe is back. He's not. Joe is not back. I forgot what my point was. I just feel like why do they not want to find Nancy? What are they gaining from it? Tucson honestly is gaining a lot. It truly is. There's all these people traveling here. JLR investigates. Brian Enton, they've been here for weeks now. There's like all these people coming into town. Are they using this as like tourist money? We got the Gem Show and Nancy Guthrie missing at the same time. That's huge for Tucson. Really, so I feel like Tucson, the city, has a lot to gain. But the FBI, the government, why wouldn't they want to find Nancy? Maybe that's why they're butting heads. Sheriff Nanos and the FBI are butting heads because FBI wants to find Nancy. Sheriff Nanos does not. That's my theory, and I'm sticking to it. That's the dumbest theory I've ever heard in my whole life.
Your show last night where Josh Hawley was questioning Mr. Ellison.
Because literally, why? Just why?
And you have got to go
What's
watch
the
Bernie Marino question those.
What's the motive?
Other idiot, this bald-headed idiot. I mean, his whole family's an immigrant. I didn't know that.